Hi guys, it's Shami from Crafts Names and Things. Sorry, let me bring it out a little bit here. So today we are going to work with this piece of paper. It's pretty big. It's a good size. And what I'm using this for is that I'm going to use it to kind of as like a collage paper for a few things that I want to alter, like the flashcards and just some other stuff that I want to alter. So this is just a lightweight sheet of, it's kind of like the texture of tissue paper, but a little bit thicker. It's the stuff that comes in your shoes. So that's what I'm going to use for this tutorial. And all I did was just gesso over this. I just used my homemade gesso, and I gessoed over it just so that it will take the sprays and stamps a little bit better. So I just have some of my homemade sprays. That's what I'm going to use here. Use whatever you have. If you don't have sprays, don't worry about it. And then I have some bubble wrap, and I have some foam stamps. I have some homemade stamps that I have, and that's what I'm going to use to kind of add just some texture and color to these sheets. I like to make them and use them for collage, so I'm going to start with this butterfly one first. I'm just going to give it a spray. And I am going to dry between layers, okay, just so that I don't saturate it too much. And you know what, the butterflies aren't really showing up, they're showing up a little bit, so I think I'm just going to straight spray, okay. So I'm just going to take my sprays and spray them a little bit. We're going to add some blue or some green. And I don't want to make mud, so I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to grab my right here, and we're going to kind of dry this up a little bit. And you can see some of the butterflies, so I'm going to add some pink. And we're going to bring back in some purple. Okay, alright. If we want to, we can mop up a little bit of the dye just with the scrapped piece of stuff that I have. So now let's do some, we're going to do some stamping on here. Okay, so I just need to decide which stamp I'm going to use first. I think I'll use this one. It has a pretty rose print on it, so I think I'll use that. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to use some paint. So I think I'm going to use some purple, and then I have some gold, some Deco Arts gold, and some glitter. And I might grab some more glitters too. And let's do some blue and maybe some pink also. And then we'll add our glitters in, okay? And I don't know which one I'm going to use. I'm just going to kind of work with what I feel, kind of. So let's do the purple first. And I just, for these foam stamps, I just get a dry brush, which this one is not that dry. That's the one that I just did with the gesso. And I just brush it on there, just like that. This is a great way to use your craft stamps, crafts, and all that stuff. We can do some yellow on here too. I think that would be pretty. Okay, and we're just going to take it and we're going to put down some designs. And kind of keep in mind when you're stamping that this is going to be kind of torn apart, so you're going to get like partial pictures of things and stamps of things. So just kind of keep that in mind. Probably not going to get a full picture of everything, so there we go. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So that's good there, I think. Okay, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my beautiful gold. But before I do that, I'm just going to dry this off. And I'm going to take my favorite homemade stamp that I have, which are my swirlies or my curly cues, and I'm going to take some gold paint. And I love gold too. You guys know like purple and gold are totally my thing. You'll see me use them all the time. Okay, I'll take this and we'll give it a stamp. I kind of watered that down a little bit because my brush was wet. So I'm going to just pour out some more. I have my big container from Deco Art. That's what I need to be using. I am so enjoying all the paints that they sent me. It is so awesome. And you will be able to see this better once it dries. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this gold isn't going to show up. But it shows up more as it dries. You'll be able to really see the detail a lot better with the gold. So just keep that in mind. And I don't know why that is, but it seems like when you paint stuff and you put it on top, ooh, that one showed up very well. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I just didn't stamp them hard enough, right? Right. And this is just a great way to use that paper that you would probably throw away. And you can use it just to create a beautiful piece of paper that you can use in your journal or for wherever. I'm going to use this in a lot of projects, which I love, using homemade paper. Alright, so I really like how that is coming out, so I'm just going to move my sprays over a little bit, and I'm going to pull this down a bit. Okay. And we're going to do some spraying. This time I'm going to do a little bit with lighter colors. I'm going to do some yellows. Okay. And let's do some pink. Okay. And let's do some orange. I think that's pretty. Okay. And then we're going to dry that off as well. Okay, so Now we're going to do some more stenciling, so let's use this butterfly, and I like to use this in another way too. So for this one, you have to use, I pulled out some pink, we'll use that. I'm trying to find some empty spaces on my paper to make it a little bit easier for myself. It's actually going to be pink and gold because I didn't clean off my brush, I forgot to, but that's okay. The butterflies will be really pretty and sparkly. And this is just a cupcake liner, so look around for, you know, different uses for your stencils. For things that you can use as stencils, just stuff that maybe you would throw away. And these were at the, I think they were at Michael's, and they were like 59 cents or something. So that kind of showed up. I don't worry too much. I didn't really press it down the way that I should have. Okay. Let's maybe do another color. Let's do some glue. Okay. I'm going to kind of spread it around here. So let's do some glue there. Okay. Came out better. It just was not applying enough pressure. And there. And there, hopefully you can see in camera. I just looked up to see if you were in view. Okay, there. And I don't care, you know, if these are partially stenciled on, that's okay, because as I said, we're just gonna, this is gonna be kind of used as a collage paper, so it does not have to be perfect. Nothing that I do is ever perfect. I've accepted that, so so I just use it in my art. Okay, there we go. There we are. Okay, so I like that. I think that you kind of know what they are. Just fill that one in maybe. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's give that a dump. Dump, 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 dump. And I'm actually going to grab my bubble wrap. Actually, does it need something else? I think, yeah, I think it does need something else. So let's do this one. And let me see, I'm trying to use up the old paints that I had that, you know, aren't necessarily from DecoArts. So I have this yellow. I wonder if that'll blend it too much. I think it will. So maybe let's try, what else do I have in here? And as you can see, this is just a kind of go with the flow kind of thing. And you know what, I'm going to use purple because I like purple. So why? This is my paper, so if I want to use purple, I can. Okay. You know how sometimes you try to be different and it's like, wait a second, this project is mine, so I don't have to do it. I can do what I want, right? Okay. So I'm just taking my paintbrush again. You could use stencil brushes, you could do your makeup sponges, but yeah, so whatever you have is fine. You probably want these butterflies to be completely dry, so but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a rebel today. I kind of like that, so I'm going to add some more paint on here. Just like that. And as I said, all I did was gesso over this, just with my homemade gesso, just to give it a little bit of body and to protect it because the paper's so thin. But this is the kind of paper, in America at least, that comes in shoe boxes and that kind of thing. So that's what kind of paper this is that I'm using. I'll try to kind of get it all over, get as much of it off as I can. It's okay if it's partially stamped. Never worry about that because it's okay. Especially for the project that we're doing with it. And I just wanted to create some special paper. If you don't want to do that for the project with flashcards, then you don't have to use that. You don't have to use this kind of paper, but I thought I would show you kind of the process. And it's gonna, you know, overlap. I'm gonna get some on the butterflies, and that's okay. So that's good there. I am happy with that. Okay. Now we're going to grab our bubble wrap. And I still have some purple left on my brush. Okay. This might be a longer video than usual, but you know what? I've been doing a lot of process videos and kind of feel like I'm disconnected from you guys. So I'm going to do some live ones where I kind of show you what I'm doing on camera. And if they're long and you don't like long, I'm still going to keep the process videos too, but I like both, so. Or I don't mind either way. We can totally hang out together as much as you want and create art. I'm just going to add some more paint. Take this and turn it over. And I'm just going to add some of those bubble wraps on there. Some of those beautiful circles that I love. Just right on top of that. Now if you wanted to, you could keep going with this. You could use stencils and or stamps, like ink stamps, and keep going. And I might actually do that. Maybe I should run and get my letter stamp. It's only one, and I used a 50% off coupon, but I love the script on it, so maybe I will do that too. Okay. And I think that letters would just be kind of cool to add to this. Very cool. Okay. And if you don't have stencils, another cool thing that you can do, and let me show you. Let's bring in some more pink. Okay. Is that you can take just a regular sponge. And you can just sponge on some stuff too. Okay. So I can just take my sponge and sponge out some stuff. Just with some pink. Okay. Just to bring in a little bit of my pink. Okay. And let's do that with the yellow. Okay, so I have some yellow paint here. I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm going to sponge it out. Okay. And I'm trying not to cover up my golds, but if I do, that's alright. I just want some sponges of yellow paint. Okay. Just like that. Okay, there we go. So that's beautiful right now. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I'm trying to think if this side needs anything else. I kind of like it as is, but maybe I'll add a little bit of, no bubbles. Okay, I'm going to stop here. But I am going to go grab my stamp. So this is my stamp here. Alrighty. And this is completely dry, so I don't have to worry about that. But you know what, before I do that, or actually, before I do that, and I just inked that up, so that was pretty stupid. I am going to add some spots of glitter with the sponge, just like we did before. We're going to do that on this side, but we're going to use this beautiful glimmer dust. Just want some texture with the glitter glue, or with the glitter paint. You guys know what I mean, right? I don't know what I mean, but I'm sure you do. Okay. Alright, so let's dry that off too. looks great to me. Okay, I think this side's more dry, so let's start with this one. We're going to get out our stamp, and we're just going to stamp it. Okay, and what that does is it adds just a little bit of writing right in the background. I do my best not to ruin my stamp, so I would really make sure that this was fully dry before you put on your stamps. Okay, I'm just going to ink it up. It's okay if it's partial, but it's kind of cool because you have to get up really close to be able to see that it's on there. That's kind of why I love this stamp so much, because it's kind of like an up-close kind of thing, but you see it. You could use music notes, just kind of whatever kind of background all-over stamp that you have, this would work great with. Let me make sure that's dry. Okay. And this is just basic ink. I don't even know if it's permanent, and I really don't care, because I don't mind if it smears a little bit with the writing. But I think this is permanent. It makes a mess, for sure. Okay. I got it in a thrift store, and I use it for everything. You guys have seen it so much on videos. Okay. That's actually good. It's a little bit sticky, some of the glue. That's okay. I'll put it off my stamp. Okay. Very cool. Alrighty. I love it. Okay. So that is how it looks when it's all finished. And if you wanted to, you could go in here and paint. But these are the beautiful roses, and then that's the other sheet that we made. And with this whole sheet, and it is sturdy, as you can see, there's not a lot of leaking on the back. You can see some, but it didn't leak through or ruin the paper. Yeah, so this is just a great way to make background paper for whatever kind of mixed media projects you're going to make. And I'm just going to put, altered tissue paper for mixed media art. But I just love it. So grab those foam stamps that we've made and check out that video if you haven't, and grab you some, and let's make some beautiful paper. I want to see how you guys' turns out, so let me see it. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. There will be more videos like this, because I think that I want to create in front of you guys. So I'll definitely do process videos, and I will be respectful of your time as much as I can. But for the people that want to see these kind of videos, I want to definitely make them available. And I do like spending time with you guys. Actually, I was thinking about doing a hangout, maybe once a week or maybe twice a month would be more realistic. Just where we can hang out and I can talk to you guys, and maybe we can think of a project together to do every week. Maybe it can be an art journal page or a postcard or something like that. Just something fun that we can create every week or every couple of weeks, just to kind of stay connected and to really be able to see what you guys are working on and what I'm working on. I think that would be really awesome. So I don't know how it works, the Google Hangout, but I'm going to check that out and I'll let you guys know. I just love this paper. It's so yummy and beautiful. Okay, so I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, and these were my homemade sprayers too. I forgot to mention that, but I know you guys always ask, like, what are you using, Shani? So these are my homemade sprayers. There's a video about that. I'll link it below if you're interested in watching, and I will also link the video below on how to make your own foam stamps. Right? So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.